What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys with a video that I think you're gonna like, and it'll start a lot of chatter down in the comment sections. I know a lot of you who watch this channel love Vegas. You love watching videos about Vegas, hearing about Vegas. You can't wait to your next trip to Vegas, that kind of thing. I see a lot of you commenting on other Vegas YouTube channels here. So this is something I want to give you guys to talk about that I actually got from another creator here in Las Vegas. I'll put the link down below to the Twitter account where you can find this, to the tweet where you can find this article. It comes from a Twitter account called @VitalVegas. So gentleman named is Scott, who's been doing content about Vegas for years, for a long time on his blog. And I'll see different stuff on Twitter and on social media and YouTube about Vegas stuff going on. Every so often I'll grab a news story and I'll share it with you guys here on the channel. And this is one that really caught my attention. I thought it was really interesting just to read and just see the talk about it going on. And I'm sure it'll create quite a buzz in the comment section for you guys who are interested in this kind of thing. But it's about 5 rumors in Las Vegas. Remember, these are rumors. They have not been proved to be true yet. But these are 5 rumors floating around Las Vegas that could really have an impact on this city and on this area in the coming years if any of these rumors actually wind up coming to fruition. So I want to talk about it with you guys. And the first one I'll talk about actually involves right here, this property, the Rio Hotel, just west of the Strip, actually, on the other side of Interstate 15, and sale of the Rio Las Vegas. Okay, this is the first rumor that Scott talks about in this article on his website, and actually gives odds for each of these things happening. It's kind of cool. So odds on this one are even money, he says. There's rumors, the Rio's being up for sale has been floating around for years here in Vegas. Supposedly Caesars Entertainment has been shopping for a buyer now for a while. Apparently, the whole thing with the Rio possibly being sold isn't really even so much for the property itself, the actual structure, but actually for the land. That's the thing, for the land is what apparently is the rumor. It's because there's also talk that, now that we've got the Vegas Golden Knights here as a professional hockey team, we have the Las Vegas Raiders coming soon as a professional football team. There's also talk that there may be in the works a professional baseball team trying to come to Vegas, and Vegas doing something to try to lure a baseball team here. So there's talk that this Rio Hotel here could actually be demolished, and they could actually put a professional baseball stadium in there, so they have another professional sports facility right near the Strip, which would obviously be huge for tourism here, for bringing more people to Las Vegas. So that's part of the rumor floating around. The Rio might be for sale, might get bought, and then, maybe even just to demolish it and put a baseball stadium there. Rumor number 2 that is floating around Las Vegas right now is the sale of the Cosmopolitan, and that is another one he gives odds, he says, or even money on this one. They talk about he was the first one to break the news back in May 2018. Let's see. And they're doubling down on the fact that the Hard Rock International is going to purchase the Cosmopolitan. That is the talk going on around here. They've heard that Hard Rock International is in due diligence phase with Blackstone Group, which is the owner of the Cosmo. Blackstone Group actually purchased Cosmo for $1.73 billion back in May 2014 from Deutsche Bank. And the latest rumor is that Hard Rock International will rebrand the Cosmo as Hard Rock. As you guys know, the Hard Rock right now is under construction because it's been bought by Virgin. So Hard Rock Hotel right now is being under construction right now because it's going to be Virgin Hotel soon. So that's the thought, is that Hard Rock is actually going to purchase the Cosmopolitan Hotel. Rumor number 3 floating around Las Vegas is that the sale of Red Rock Resorts or Stations Casinos. The odds on this one he gives are 2 to 1. That's what he says. This one's, he says, flown under the radar for a little while, but they've heard from multiple sources that, supposedly Red Rock Resorts and casino stations will be sold. The thought process behind this is that chatter with the owners, the Fertitta brothers, a lot of people are familiar with the Fertitta family here because they own Stations Casinos, very influential family here in the Las Vegas area. Supposedly they're looking to cash in their chips to purchase an NFL team. So that's the idea, is that, they may be looking to sell their Red Rock or sell stations to go ahead and buy an NFL team, which would be huge to be an owner of an NFL team. Let's see. There's been no comment from anybody over at Stations, which he says is a good sign that the rumor has some truth to it. Let's see. We also heard that Red Rock Resorts casinos won't be part of the sale, specifically Palms and Palace Station and possibly one other. So rumor is that they're going to sell a bunch of the properties, but they still going to keep supposedly still going to keep a handful here in Las Vegas. So still have, their hand and, part of their business in gaming and in tourism and that kind of thing. And then, the idea is they're going to wind up trying to buy an NFL team here in Las Vegas. Rumor number 4 that's floating around Las Vegas right now Sale of Wynn Las Vegas, and the odds he gives to this one are 5-1. This is one that may not be a big shock to people, about the Wynn, because obviously there's been issues with Steve Wynn lately. The fact he stepped down from the company, and who knows what's going to happen with Wynn and Encore. I mean, they were in the middle of several projects, or even planning several projects, like as this all was unfolding. Some of them here in Las Vegas, some of them actually outside of Nevada. So they had a lot going on already, and then with everything happening with Steve Wynn, he stepped down. Some people are uncertain about the future with Wynn Resorts and what's going to happen. So it says, yeah, Wynn Resorts is in a crazy state of flux at the moment. Let's see. Everyone agrees that Wynn is ripe for an acquisition, but opinions vary about who the buyer could be. Some people say it could be the Genting Group, which is the company building like across the street from Wynn Resorts. They're building Resorts World right now. So that would be interesting if they end up building Resorts World, and then Genting Group also buys, Wynn and Encore literally across the street. They would have, a pretty strong hold on that section of the strip, more of that northern end of the strip. Let's see. It says, even casual observers have noticed the windows being installed at Resorts World bear a striking resemblance to those at Wynn and Encore. Experts, though, point to the fact that if Genting purchased Wynn, the company would gain access to an incredibly profitable market in Macau, which is true. Macau is a huge market, especially for gaming. A lot of these companies, they make a big chunk of their money in Macau. They don't make it all here in Vegas. They make a big chunk of that money in other places, including Macau. So it's unknown for how long Genting might be in pursuit of Wynn Resorts, but a scenario would be fascinating to watch. It definitely would be. And then we'll go into the fifth rumor floating around Las Vegas, and that is funding of all net resort and arena. The odds he gives this one are 8-1. And this is one I did a video about this, gosh, it's got to be 3 years ago, somewhere around there, about this all net resort and arena over on the north end of the strip. Right next to the SLS, where old Wet n Wild water park used to be. Some of you might remember that from years ago. I know I do. Coming to that water park years ago was awesome. But now it just sits there, just open land. It's just this empty land. Let's see what it says here. Let's see. Of all the rumors they've got, this one's got the most detractors. It says, the rumors that all net resort and arena has gotten funding again and is going to happen. This is, going to be in place the old Wet n Wild water park right next to the SLS. It was originally slated to open in 2017, and the groundbreaking happened all the way back in October 2014. So this has been, kind of in flux, you could say, for a while. It was supposed to be fully funded by Credit Suisse, but the company got cold feet and bailed. Suppose there's foreign financing that might come into play in this one. Not sure, of course, the rumor is going to come true. Think some of these rumors are crazy. So it's just to close out the article here, talking about the different rumors floating around Las Vegas. So all of these pretty much involve some type of, big financial transaction, mostly a property being purchased, or in the case of the last one, the funding coming through for another property, the all net resort and arena. So, I want to hear what you guys have to think about this, because like I said before, and I'll probably do a separate video about this. The next couple years, I think, are going to be really big for Las Vegas. There's a lot of things on the horizon that are supposed to be done by 2020, and there's obviously, through this, you can see, and the article here that I will link below if you guys to check out the article and check out the tweet, is that there's a lot of activity going on, I think, under the surface right now in Las Vegas, right? There's certain things that are being built that people can see, construction going on around town, on the strip and off the strip, but, there's always things that are taking place behind the scenes we don't know about, transactions going on, deals going on right now. So, do you guys think any of these are going to come to fruition? Do you think any of these are going to be bought, any of these properties are going to be being bought in the near future? And, what do you think could happen? What do you think, that would mean for Las Vegas if, hey, this property winds up selling off here, this property sells this new ownership comes in and takes over? Like, do you think that'll be good for Vegas, bad for Vegas? Let me know, guys. All about what you think on this one. If you guys want to talk to me before you come to Vegas for a trip, or you're going to move to the Vegas area, link down below. Talk to me over on Clarity. If you want to support me on Patreon, link down below to support me over there. And then, as always, guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.